Hello. Good afternoon. Uh, please, can you the slides? Yeah.
I think we can start whilst we work on the presentation for you.
Okay, so I want to find out how many people were able to create the, how do you call it, the Wiki account. You know, we're having problem with the ICANN Wiki. So with that, we will, I want to find out those who were able to create a Wikipedia account. Okay, so okay. And I will be able to also join the dashboard. Because I shared a dashboard. There was a link to the dashboard. Well, the GhanaSIG one, yeah. So Derek, kindly you can help those who, yeah. Okay, so hello. We'll be having a practical session, so let's go through the slides. When we are done, I think I'll come around. We have some experienced editors here, so we'll come around and assist with it. So basically, today we are going to look at what is the open movement. We are going to talk about the open movement, open project. We are going to look at some of those projects, being Wikipedia and ICANN Wiki. But the question is, what is Wikipedia or open movement got to do with IG? I don't know, when you went through the schedule, you saw introduction to Wikipedia and ICANN Wiki. And you may wonder that what had Wikipedia, what's the connection between Wikipedia and what's the connection between the open movement and IG? Or didn't you ask yourself that Wikipedia and IG there? Okay. Okay. So we are going to look at the introduction to the open movement. We'll be editing Wikipedia and ICANN Wiki. And I'm Stephen Dakyi. I was here on the first day. I did introduce myself. So I'm a fellow, a proud one of GhanaSIG, also a fellow of Indian SIG. Then I'm a two-time ICANN fellow. I'm into SDG and youth advocacy. I have an organization, DABY Foundation. And currently, the organization that we are working on, Wiki Green Initiatives. So what we say doing is we want to see how best we can use open projects to help solve climate issues. Right, so that's the organization, Wiki Green Initiative, and I'm a co-founder of it, and a Wikipedian. Yeah. So what will be our objectives? At the end of the day, what will be the takeaway? What are we sending home? So we'll be looking at what is the open movement. What is the open movement? We'll be looking at internet, humanity's largest open project. And then we'll talk about the Wikimedia ecosystem and Wikipedia basics. Then there'll be a live demo we are going to edit. All of you are going to have your first, we are going to edit. And then we look at ICANN Wiki, why it matters, and how to contribute. By looking at our time, we will be, after Wikipedia, we'll just go to ICANN Wiki, because I realized I sent a message to the administrator to kind of allow your registration, but it seems most of you weren't able to register. So we'll concentrate on Wikipedia, and it's the same thing. It's the same interface. So if you are okay with Wikipedia, you can easily edit on ICANN Wiki. Then we have our exercise, and if there's any question, we follow. So the first of all, when we say open, what comes in mind? Open. Free. Please, Prophet, can you help me with that?
Made public.
What?
Made public.
Make public, okay.
Oh, no padlocks.
No padlock.
Yeah, open, free, public, and everybody can contribute.
Okay. So it seems Big Man wants, there's some stuffs here that once we go on, we'll be sharing them. So I think you'll be helping me, right? Okay. So you have to give it to April for that. So what is the open movement? Hello? So the swags are here. Once we talk, we will be, yeah, so please let's, so we said simply, what open movement to do is to remove all the technical and social barriers. So anyone anywhere can freely access, reuse, and improve knowledge and technology. So with this, the most important thing or most important words we should take note of is freely accessible. We are looking at reuse, and we are looking at improve. And what are we reusing? What are we improving? We are improving knowledge and technology. So just as you said, if it is not locked and it is open, just like a door can be open. But in this instance, we are not talking about doors that are open. We are talking about technology. They get it? So we are talking about technology and also talking about knowledge, right? So that knowledge can be made freely accessible. Knowledge can be reused, and we can also improve on knowledge. Okay, so it's a movement, right? And the movement, there are certain projects that the movement partakes. So for us to say a project is an open project, there are certain features or attributes that project needs to have. So these are the 5 main attributes or tenets that an open project should have. First, it should be freely accessible. Accessing that project, it should be free. You should be able to access that project. Secondly, there should be transparency. If it's a software, the barcode or the source code should be made available. Everyone should be able to contribute to it. Then it should also encourage collaboration. For us to say the project is open, the project should encourage collaboration. Then the project should be reused. That project shouldn't be a one-off project. It shouldn't be a one-off project. Then the last one, governance. When governance of the project should involve everyone. So when it comes to governing a project, it shouldn't be just one person taking or making a decision. So that's where you come in there. Do you get it? So we all collaborate to govern it, right? Or we can reuse it. So after using, I can also use the product. You can improve upon it. Then we can do that when we collaborate. So collaboration is key here. Then there should be transparency, and it should be freely accessible. So looking at these 5 points, which project, do you have any project that comes in mind? Do you have any projects that comes in mind? Yeah. Okay.
GitHub.
GitHub, okay. So this.
The internet itself.
The internet itself.
Yeah.
Tell us more. We want to hear more.
No, it's not, but it's accessible to everyone. It's open to everyone. There are governance. AI. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Open AI.
So just like you said, the internet, GitHub, and there are a whole lot. So open resources. Karen, we are using another word. We started with open movement, right? Then we said open projects. Now we said open resources. So you realize that the movement is the project, then the people behind the project to see that the project moves, right? Then the resources are the outcome, what we get from those projects. So those resources can be classified. We have categories that we place open resources. So the first one is open data. So this is a concept where data should be made freely available to everyone to reuse and republish as they wish. So maybe GhanaSIG service do a survey and the results comes out. That result should be made available, freely available, right? So that you can also reuse it. So it means you don't have to go back to Northern Ghana to go and organize the same survey for your research. But the data is freely available. Do you get it? Then the second one is open governance. Open governance. So open governance is the governance doctrine which holds that citizens have the right to access information. And currently, Ghana here, there's a project that seeks to emulate the open governance, which is the freedom to information, right to information. Yeah, so it is open. What do you mean? That certain information, you can access them. Even though you have to, I heard you have to do a little something. Yeah. But so that's a concept, and that is all we seek to push or promote. Where information, since our leaders are leading us, we can easily access information from them. Any information that we need, we can access from them. Okay, so we also have open source model. Do you have some tech guys here? Okay. Codes. Okay, so we have open resource. So it is a model that decentralized software development model that encourages open collaboration and documentation. Open collaboration and documentation. So you realize that when those softwares are being built, it is not proprietary. It's not just one person or a few people who create the software and owns it. But it is the creation of the software is made open, and everyone collaborates to the creation of the software. And also, when it comes to documentation, because in software development, documentation is very key. So the documentation is also made public for people to look at it and also build upon. Right. So when you look at the picture here, these are examples of some open source softwares. And which of them are you familiar with? WordPress, okay. Okay. So the last one is open science. Open science. So there's a movement to make scientific research, so including publications and all those stuffs, to make it freely accessible to everyone. And it's very important. Looking at, I've been doing this training for some years now, but when it gets to open science, we're not really seeing the impact of open science till COVID. So we realized that COVID was a novel, like it was a new virus that, but within the shortest possible time, they were able to get a vaccine for it. Have you thought about it? How were they able to get a vaccine within that short period? Okay. Okay. So the information was there which was open. Information was there which was open. So because the information was open, because the information was open, they could easily build upon what they already know, right? So those are the various categories of open resources. And I will look at some examples of open projects. So these are some examples of open project or open movement. So we have Wikipedia, we have Android, we have Flick, Linux, MediaWiki, Creative Commons, Unsplash. Please, which one of these projects have you used? Unsplash. Okay, please, the microphone. Can you tell us about it?
On Splash, I use it for accessing pictures, which I don't need to give any attribution to use.
Okay, so such pictures are CCO, or most of them are in the public domain, so you don't need any attribution. Meaning, from hence, if you are working on a document and you need free pictures, you can easily use Unsplash. Please, we have more here. Which other projects have you used that you would like to share with us? I'm using, my phone is TCL, so I use Android. I have not been able to buy iPhone. So as we say Android, that's an operation system. Android operation system is an open project. Android is an open project. Yeah, you use Linux. Can you tell us about Linux?
Oh, I just use some products of Linux to learn some little bit of security, especially Kali Linux and Ubuntu. That one helps you like get familiar with the Linux environment before you use the if you want to go further, use it. So there's this is it Waza. So Waza is one. Yeah. So you guys okay?
Yeah. So you get it. Yeah. You get it. So Linux is an operation system, right? Linux is an operation system. So what's the nearest competitor to Linux? Mac. A lot of people are using Windows. Yeah, Windows, Mac, and Linux, right? But you realize Windows and Mac, those are proprietary. They are owned by certain individuals. Linux is open. So you realize then there are people are building new application on them. Just as he said, Ubuntu, and there's a whole lot. Do you get it? So what it means that the documentation of Linux is open. Their GitHub is open. GitHub itself is an open project. So the GitHub is open and you can access and contribute, right? Then we have Wikipedia here. We all use, who have used Mozilla? Firefox, right? So Firefox, that's a browser that we use. It's also open. What about MediaWiki? MediaWiki, this one. It doesn't have. Okay, so MediaWiki is called it's CRM. Just as you have WordPress. You see, WordPress allows you to build sites. You build website on. MediaWiki also allows you to build websites on. But that you build collaborative websites on. So ICANN Wiki is built on MediaWiki. Wikipedia is built on MediaWiki. I don't know if you get it. You know, with me. Okay, so it's called Content Management Resource or something. CRM. Yeah. No, that's not called. This is content, content management system. So content management systems, right? So just as WordPress, and there are a whole lot of them. It is either you want to build a website, you are building from scratch, or you use a content management system. So MediaWiki is a content management system. So sites like ICANN Wiki, who.com, how.com, and Wikipedia, all the Wikimedia projects are built on MediaWiki. What MediaWiki does is that it allows you to collaborate. So I can edit, when I edit now and publish, it is made live. You can also edit and publish, and it's made live at the same time. You know, you can't do that with your WordPress. If you put an article on WordPress, nobody can come and touch it. But on Wikipedia, you can edit someone's article. So it is built on MediaWiki. Then the last one we look at is Creative Commons. Creative Commons. So Creative Commons, I think when Doc made mention of the photos, I said it was launching CC0. So Creative Commons is a licensing platform. You realize beneath it, I have a license there. There's some CC. Sometimes when you go online and you download stuff, you see CC. So CC means Creative Commons. It's a licensing. In IP, you call it copyleft. You know copyright? So this is copyleft. So copyright, copyright is automatic. I hope you know copyright is automatic. Yeah, you don't, as long as it's intellectual property, it is copyright. But with Creative Commons allows you to predetermine how you want people to use your resources. So I've taken a picture and I want people to use that picture. So Creative Commons allow me to determine how I want people to use those pictures. Do I need attribution? Can a person use it for commercial purpose? So it allows you to, and it is a whole course or like a program on its own. So we wouldn't be speaking, but what I'm having here is called CC by essay, which simply means you can use my slide, it's free. Use it. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for, but try to give me attributes, which is the by. So it is by, always give me attributes when you are using it. And the license that I'm having, maintain the same license. Don't go and change the license. So it is CC by me and keep the same attribution. Keep it the same like that. But what it means that you can remix it. You can change certain things. Maybe you can add more. I don't mind. But let people know I want my name to be on it or the organization to be on it. So you can always use it. Okay, so before we move on, if there's any question, Okay. So we are talking about open movement. We are talking about Wikipedia. We are talking Creative Commons. That we are here doing internet governance. And my big man said, an example of an open project is the internet. And yeah, the internet is there to prove to us that openness or the open movement is here to stay. And it is the way to go. But if we still have access to the internet, if the protocols of the internet are still intact, right? It shows us that through openness and going by the open way, we can do more. We see that knowledge wouldn't be stuck at one end. So we did the history of the internet as part of our course, right? I need one volunteer. Let's give us a brief history of the internet. Then we'll use it to explain the points here. A brief history of the internet. Okay.
All right, so my name is Malco, and we understand that the internet that we have today started as a research network, very small network in the United States between some 4 universities. And after that, they have improved on it. More devices were connected,
and what we see today as internet. Thank you.
Yeah, so it started from in the United States, right? But I heard there's Europe. They was already doing certain stuff in Europe, right? When you when you read the history of the internet, yeah, in Europe they were. Please, GhanaSIG, more vim, more vim, more vim. You can give so.
Let me add something
Yeah.
to what he said. I think after the World War, Russia was ahead of the game. So they went to space, and then United States wanted to be ahead of the curve. So they realized their communication systems, there was a single point of failure, and then they could be attacked anytime, which would break the chain of command. So there was an attempt to decentralize their communication systems and then chain them together so that they can communicate from multiple points. And then that communication system evolved into the ARPANET. And then from the ARPANET, there was an introduction of the TCP/IP, and then the World Wide Web. And then in the early 2000s, the internet became commercialized, where there were business transactions.
Yeah.
And then,
That's it. Thank you. So what I was looking forward to, I think he made mention of it. So you realize it started with the Russia. That's in the point. So you realize there was a time you need to add the www, the World Wide Web. There was a time that you need to build protocols, right? And when they were building it, they were building it on already existed. What it means is that those platforms were made open. They had knowledge about it. People did their research, and they made them like, okay, we can collaborate. So from the word go, the internet as we see it now wasn't a one person being in one room doing something for it to be where it is now. But it involves people meeting. So first of all, we said the standard of the internet is open. The internet standard is open. So protocols like the TCP, IP, the HTTP, and DNS are defined by bodies like IETF. I hope you have heard of the IETF. Yeah, so with there, when they are coming out with protocols, there's something known as the RFC. RFC, who have heard of it? Request for comment, right? So those are ways that we can still, so day in, day out, I think they'll be having IETF 1, 2, 3 this month, and people will send in requests for comment, and they will be working on the protocol. So meaning it's still open. The standards are still open. We are still working on it. Then when you look at innovation on the internet, we are looking at the aspect of the reuse. Do you need permission to use the internet or work on the internet? So anybody can build a website. Facebook got up one day, he did something with his friends, and now he's using the internet. So you realize that the internet is there for us to use. We can build our website, any service, without going to apply to any central organization for you to get permission to use it. It is open, meaning you can always reuse it. They say that data they finish, but the internet will they finish. Yeah, your data will finish, but the internet is always there. So we shouldn't, the data is data, our data is data, the service is business. Do you get it? But when it comes to the internet, it is always there and it's available for you to access. Now when you look at the transparency, there are technical discussions ongoing. There are technical discussions ongoing on the development, and it is open. When you join, most of you have joined the mailing list, right? I hope you join mailing list. Join plenty. Please, join the mailing list. You join the mailing list, you read some, you comment on some. Because sometimes they'll ask you, when you're applying for stuff, they'll ask you to prove your involvement or your engagement. And you don't need to be at a conference to be heard. The means of communication is the mailing list. And mailing list is open. So it means that whatever discussion is being done, it is open. Currently, ICANN will be, the new Is it what G? That's it. And they started discussion about 2-3 years ago on that, almost 4 years. And day in, day out, there are new rules to govern. It is open, and everyone can contribute. It is open for us to contribute. And so that talks about transparency. And when it comes to the governance of the internet, just as I said, the internet is not owned by anybody. The internet is not owned by anybody. Just that, please, who owns Linus? Who is the owner of Linus? So he owns it, right? It's a community. You contribute, you join, you contribute. In the same way, the internet is owned by the community. If you are interested, you join any of the groups. So we have the ICANN, we have IGF, then we have the regional internet registrars. They come up with governance and issues on how, but they don't just wake up. Even for Afrinic, the board, if the board is coming up with any resolution, they still allow the community to contribute to it. They still allow the community, and this ensures that there's control of the core internet resources. So what are some of the core internet resources that I think in your online training you went through? Some of the core internet resources. So some of the core, so when you look at the root server, right, and all those stuff, those are the main, an issue like DNS. This one of the serious internet resources. It's a core internet resource because without the DNS, the domain name system, the whole internet will be, because for you to have 24.50 points in your brain, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. So all these resources, when it comes to e-governance, it is open and everyone can partake in it. Now the question is, are you ready to partake in it? Are you ready to join? Are you ready? Are you really? But you have not joined any of the mailing list too. You have not joined any of the mailing list. Yesterday night, Afralo had a meeting. I didn't see many of you there. Oh, okay, you went. Okay, no, there was one in the evening. Okay, you join online. That's also so please. So those are the opportunities. Those are the ways for us to get involved. Hello, those are the ways for us to get involved, because you can't spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks online, 1 whole week here without getting involved. You need to get involved. So the question then arises: what's the essence of the open movement to you as a GhanaSIG Fellow? What are the benefits? What are the essence? Why should you embrace the open movement? Why should you join in the open movement? So why open movement matter to us as GhanaSIG Fellows? So first of all, it helps us in building local content and digital inclusion. Hello? We are talking about local content here. We are talking about local content. And then nobody owns the internet. So if you are coming involved, you come involved with your situation, your local, what is happening here. We need a Ghanaian voice. We need the African voice in the meeting, in the room. Because when assuming we have to sell domain names at a certain price, the question is how many of us can afford that? So you need to be there to let them know that when you come to Ghana, the data says you know if you buy. Did you get it? So we need to be there. So right, so when we embrace the open, then we know that we need to get involved with the open movement, which the internet is one, which internet governance is one, and we have to contribute. Do you get it? And one thing about open movement is we promote reuse. So when you come, you not come alone. So you apply. Next year, you also encourage like 10, 20 people to also apply. You spread a message. I'm here training. Next time, I also see you doing the same training. Yeah, that's it. So we need to give back. Because I had the opportunity to be at where you are. Someone also came to talk about these things. They also give us certain knowledge. Today, I'm here also sharing it. So we need to when you talk about digital inclusion, it's not necessarily the gadgets and stuff, but taking people along, making people aware that this is there. Because there are opportunities, some people will sit and they will just sit on it like that. But when this is open, when you share with others, I think on Monday, Madam made mention of when the GhanaSIG opportunity came in, how he received it, and I was very touched. We should be ambassadors. I heard this year we had over 400 people applying. Let's say we're doing like 1,000 people applying. You think if you move that number to any corporate entity that we need sponsorship and they should fly people from all over and give them, won't we get it? Yeah, we will. It is a normal game because if the number is more, they're like, people, it is prestige and people want to be part of it, right? So the first point is it will help us to build local content. Also, it's encourage multi-stakeholder collaboration. From the onset, we've realized that everything here is about collaborating. No one can do it alone. So we then reduce costs through reuse and remix. You don't have to start afresh. Things are there. Then it will help us to strengthen capacity and to influence global internet governance. So we will just take a short exercise. Then we move on to the Wikipedia proper. So they say, in your own words, tell us what the open movement is. MC, in your own words. No, I'm not asking them. I'm telling them to come along with the mic. Okay, but he wants to speak, so allow him. Yeah, the one there.
The open movement. So the open movement is more about free access, accessibility, collaboration, contribution amongst everyone. Something that is not owned by one person or a particular group of people. Anybody can access, anybody can improve it. And it's mainly about improving and collaborating on knowledge and technology.
Okay. So reuse is also very important. Reuse. Because if you come up with any solution and that solution can't be used, what's the essence of it? It's limited. Okay. So the next question. So what are the categories of open projects that exist? We made mention of the categories. Yeah, madam. The open categories. You give it to
Open data. We have open data. Is it everything?
No, the categories. So we stated some categories. We said
Open data.
open data. Okay.
Open governance. Science. The open source.
Open source. Okay, so we have open data, open science. So what are some of the impacts the open movement have made on the world today? Impact. Okay, so I think our time, then we are going to mention any open project you are familiar with. Okay.
Thank you. To some extent, it has assist to I lost my thought. To improve on resources we have. Taking Linux, for example, where Linux is today is not where it has always been, but because it's open source, so we have people coming, improving on it, community coming, different people from the community coming to improve on it, and that's what happens. That's one of the impacts. Another impact is availability of resources. I will use Linux, for instance. So it's not everybody that might be able to afford other operating systems, but because Linux is free, so easily people can still work using that.
Okay. Thank you. Then, so the last one, mention any open projects you are familiar with. Any. The middle table. Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Okay, Wikipedia.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, does open movement have any limitations? Though it's free, does it have any limitations? And if there are any limitations, what are those limitations?
Yeah, so I think we made mention of, even though it is free, you will need, example, the internet, data. You will still need the internet to access it. An example, Wikipedia is free, but if the person is not having internet to access Wikipedia, how is that person going to access Wikipedia? So we have infrastructure deficit to which infrastructure, if the person is not having the machine, the internet to access it, it becomes a problem. But what makes open movement a step, like makes it good is, the community always meets to solve those problems. So example, Wikipedia, if you don't have internet, you know you can still access Wikipedia through a project called Wiki, what's the name? KWIS. So KWIS allow you to go to a place where you're having internet, download the whole Wikipedia, then you can put it on any server at a place where you are not having internet. We have internet in a box. So those are all projects by the open movement to also solve some of this limitation, right? So yeah, there are limitations in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of money, cost, all those are certain limitations that to promote and to grow the movement, we do face. But the community also meets and try to find solution around it. Yeah, so we'll move on to the project that he made mention of, Wikipedia. Please, who have used Wikipedia here before? Everyone has used Wikipedia. Please, who have already contributed to Wikipedia before? so okay. So we have Wikipedia and we have Wikimedia. Wikimedia and Wikipedia. So what is? Okay, so yeah. No, that's Media Wiki. Okay, so let's look at here. We have Wikimedia Foundation. So Wikimedia Foundation is a global movement whose mission is to bring free educational content to all. So it is an organization. The Wikimedia Foundation is an organization. And in that organization, the organization runs projects. It runs open projects. And it runs those projects through various projects through individuals and institutions. So they have institutions known as user groups that the organization uses. So in Ghana here, we have the Wikimedia Ghana user group. We have the Dagbani Wikimedia user group up north. We have Open Foundation West Africa. I mean, Wiki Green Initiative is also an organization that is running projects through, on behalf of Wikimedia. So we do organize the annual Wiki Green Conference. Annually, we do organize Wiki Green Conference where people of climate and environmental background comes together with tech and see how best we can use open solutions to solve the climate crisis. So these are some of the projects run by Wikimedia. So you realize that Wikipedia is one of the projects, but there's more of those projects. So we have Wikicode, Wiki Dictionary, Wikibooks, Wikisource, Wikinews, Wikiversity, Wikispecies. Then we have the Media Wiki, Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons. So Wikimedia Commons is just like the Unsplash, where you can go in for, how do you call it, audiovisuals. So if you need any picture, you can try Wikimedia Commons. We have Wikivoyage. You are traveling. People write about their experience when they traveled there. It is easy for you to access. Then we have the Wiki Meta, we have Incubator, right? Then the foundation is there, and this is the publisher. That's where the tech guys, you know, those who works on the system, the platform. So we are not going to waste my time since the time is far gone. We are going to look at Wikipedia, one of the projects. But since you know of these projects, depending on your interest, you can choose any of the projects to join. And when you want to join it, it's just the name, then add .org. That's it. Just so if you want Wikinews, wikinews.org. Maybe you want so Wikisource, those who are into research. If you are into research, you can use Wikisource. You want to learn, free university, everything. Wikiversity, you have faculty members coming in, they're putting everything that they teach in the school there for you to access for free. So you want to take any courses online, Wikiversity is there for you. So let's move on to Wikipedia. So the word Wikipedia, so it's a website based on it's a collaborative website with the aim of gathering all available human knowledge. So the main goal is to sum up all human knowledge. So what you know, what I know, what he knows, let's bring it together at one place for us to access. So you realize from the question I asked, we are consuming people's knowledge, but we are not adding up. But the work is to sum up all. You are part of the all, I'm part. Right? We are all part of the all. So you also have to contribute. And before we leave here, at least we will know the basics on how to contribute on Wikipedia. So we have the founder. It was founded in 2021. It was coined from two words. So Wiki and encyclopedia. So it is Wiki and encyclopedia. And you all know encyclopedia. You know, encyclopedia is sometimes that big book for every 10 years, there's a new edition. But they realize so for 10 years, before they will publish a new encyclopedia, right? So what will happen if there was any issue within that 10 years that we need more information about? We need to wait. So that's the concept. That's where they brought the concept of the Wikipedia, where the encyclopedia is live and it can be edited. So I use the COVID issue. If we are waiting, we need to wait to maybe 2030 before the new encyclopedia edition will come out for us to read about COVID. Hey, COVID, oh. Look at COVID. We need to wait for 10 years before we can read about it. Yeah. Okay.
Despite the good works that, thank you. The good works that the open platforms are giving us, yes, we should be a bit cautious about some of the extremes. Yeah. When encyclopedias are published, it goes through editorial and all that. It takes time. When there is a new knowledge that the publishers want to put up, when we're in the old system 20 years ago, there's what we call the addendums to encyclopedias, which are issued as and when there is a need. So like we experienced 2020 with the new knowledge of COVID. That year, an addendum would have been added to existing encyclopedias for that knowledge to be made available to the world. Okay. So it's not like within the 10 years till the whole edition is revised before they add new knowledge. Is that even today, if you want to publish a print book, it takes longer time than electronic. There are procedures that they follow. So those procedures were there, but every year at least, every good encyclopedia, like the general encyclopedias like Britannica and all that, it's required for them to issue what we call addendums. Thank you.
So when you log into your account, Wikipedia has what is known as the sandbox. The sandbox is used for practice. You can't create an account today and go and create a Wikipedia article and expect that the article will be published. No. They don't. So those are some of the checks. Those are some of the checks. If you create a new account, you need to practice for some time in the sandbox. It's like you're a kid and you just want to. So you need to practice in the sandbox. But it allows you to edit, to contribute to an existing article, which is different from creating a new article. So there's an existing article. You have new knowledge about it with reference. You can log in and contribute or edit it as a newbie, but you can't start a new article. All new articles are started in the sandbox. And it's a control so that somebody will not just create an account, just put something there, then delete it and move on. And when then we have editors, so you can choose the visual editor and the wiki test. We will see that shortly. Then you can make small and source edits. As a newbie, when you you start small edits. You look at small edits, then write a clear edit summary. When you are done editing, you'll be asked, what did you do? You write a clear edit summary. Then you publish. If you're interested about the subject, you can look at the watch list, or what is known as the talk page of the article. Every article has a talk page. Each article has a talk page. So this is an example of an article. Please, who know this wonderful woman here? Yeah. So when it comes to tech and IG space, internet governance, the open space is one of the people who are pushing. Yeah, so this is a typical Wikipedia interface, right? So what you see here, this is the title of the article. So this is the article, and this is talk. You see there's talk here. So the talk page of an article is where discussions are. We have discussions. So maybe the person wrote something about this, the article, wrote something in the article that you don't accept or you believe it is false. You go to the talk page to challenge it. You can go to the talk page to challenge it. You delete. Anytime you create an article, they'll delete it. You go to the talk page. So that's where discussions on the articles are made. Is the person notable? Yes, it's notable. It's not notable. Why is it notable? I can't remember I created the Alphabet article, and like throughout the evening, I worked on an article. In the morning, I want to use the washroom. I came back and it had been tagged for deletion. The person said, who is Acrobeto? He's not known. I said, Acrobeto International man. So what do I have to do? I have to go online, show him videos, give him references of Acrobeto, his notability here in Ghana when it comes to the entertainment space. So after the discussion, he let go and he left the article stay. If not, the article will be deleted. You said the sum of all knowledge, right? But you realize that it is not a directory where every individual has to be on it. So that's where there's a certain notability criteria the person needs to meet. It's not like the yellow, the yellow page or yellow book where you have your telephone number, so everybody will be on it. If not, no, that's not what Wikipedia is. So if I edit on Wikipedia, I'm not on Wikipedia. It should be something that educational, because it's for education. So how many people are going to use it? But in your research, maybe you may look at some Ghanaian comedian and people in entertainment.
So in your case, the one that maybe challenged the article, is the person a Ghanaian?
He's not a Ghanaian.
So the notability, does it have to be, okay. So in this case, how would he know about Acrobeto, and how we the Ghanaians will know him? And he doesn't know him. Why was it that he was challenging what you wrote about him?
Yeah, so you have the notability criteria. First of all, you need to make sure that the person meets the criteria. And I said the person needs to be notable and have verifiable reference. Do you get it? So there was reference that I gave there, but he was kind of doubting those references. So you need to add more. Do you get it? And most articles, we have something known as stab. So stab is just a short article. So you tag it as stab, meaning other people will come and work on it. Did you get it? Because if there's a video of him on YouTube, you can't come and put that video there. But in discussion, I can give him those. Recently, that KD, when he passed and we created an article, there was so many issues that he's not known. So we have to bring references. Odomeni, that song is, you know, so we have to show him that this is song. Look at his streams and all those things. So yeah.
So do we need to prove to Wiki, or you have to prove to those individuals? Because if there are a lot of individuals doubting these informations, do you need to prove to them one by one, or you have to prove to the platform?
So it is a community.
Yeah.
So we have editors. So we have, I'm an editor. We have administrators. So people look at it and go like, no, this person doesn't meet. The person he's not working for the foundation. He's a community member. So then he opens a talk page. So I also speak to it. Then other community members will look at it and also support me or support that person. So consensus is built around it. So if I had more Ghanaians joining, saying that, no, this person is notable, and these are the links that shows, so the person looking at it like, oh, okay, the person is notable, you are good to go. So it seems, hello, the time is almost up. We have our next, the time is almost up. So what we'll do is, yeah, the time is almost up. So please, I'll still be around, but the page that we created, our username, when you log in, it's showing red. Your name, the username up there is red. Kindly click on it and create what is known as your user page. So click on it and write something about yourself there. It is known as the user page, and let's publish it. Wikipedia. Your username should be red. Your color have changed. It's now black. Okay. Okay, no problem. So I'll still be around. We'll see how best we can make some edits. And ICANN Wiki is just like Wikipedia, but ICANN Wiki is used mainly for Wikipedia, ICANN and DNS and internet governance issues. Yeah, so I think. So you can pick an article, add 2 references to the article. This was the practical session that we had wanted to do. Then you put the link. And so that's it. Thank you. I think I had some people who were, I have some staffs here. Sure, you know those who answer the question. You can.
Stephen, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time and for sharing that insight with us.